And we are already at Kapital 5, that is chapter 5. Kapital 5, chapter 5. And if you haven't watched the previous chapters, do watch. They will help you to understand chapter 5. Because chapter 4 was about alphabet, right? So let's go with the 5th chapter, which is Buchstabieren. Right? This is a difficult word, don't worry about it. This means to spell. And how are we going to spell? Let's see. First of all, general question that we ask each other is wie heißt du or wie heißen Sie, or what's your name? You remember wie heißen Sie, that's okay, because that's the formal way of asking. Wie heißen Sie, and that's okay if you remember that one as well. Wie heißen Sie is what's your name. Now you're going to say out your name. And how do you say that? Let's say my name is Satendra, right? And I have to, in A1 exam, you have to pronounce each and every letter separately. And that is Buchstabieren, to spell. They will say, bitte buchstabieren Sie dein Name, and then you have to spell your name. So how would you do that? Let's see, one by one letter. And I think you know my name. You can write your name in your notebook and do that, right? This one is same as English. We discussed this, right? Because Satendra will never change. This is S. This is A. This is T. This is A, kind of. This is N. This is D. And this is R. And this is A. So this is how would I say S, A, T, E, N, D, R, A. This is how you pronounce your name. Weird, but this is the German way. Okay. Many things will change because we used to call, let's just have a look at a few examples, not here, we can have it here itself in between. Remember there's a German brand called BMW. Now can you say this in German if you have watched chapter 5, alphabet? BMW. That's how they say German car, BMW. They don't call it BMW, right? BMW. If you ask any German, what is this? This is BMW. BMW, not BMW. So I would suggest you to write down your name, whatever your name is, and please do pronounce it together. Like in my case, I have my name mentioned here, right? That is Satendra. You can do your name. In fact, you can ask your family member or write down your family member's name and do pronounce it. Now, what if you are dictating it to someone and someone didn't hear it? Someone didn't hear it, right? What will they say? They will say, wie bitte? If they didn't, in English, when we do not hear someone, what they're saying, what do we say? Excuse me, sorry. Bitte means please, actually. The real translation or direct translation is please. But when we add with we is how, but together that becomes wie bitte. Wie bitte in the sense, I beg your pardon, what did you just say? So wie bitte, whenever you do not understand what I'm saying, even though I cannot hear you, on the other side of the screen you can say wie bitte, and then you would remember this wie bitte. That means I beg your pardon, what did you say? That's the first one. Now when we are spelling, we also make some mistakes, right? Let's see. Kannst du das buchstabieren? Can you please spell it? Now how do you say can and why buchstabieren is the end? Don't worry about it. Just try to remember this as it is. Kannst du das buchstabieren? Can you spell that please? Can you please spell that? Or can you spell that? Kannst du das buchstabieren? If you want to ask your friends, can you please spell it? Kannst du das buchstabieren? Right. And if they spell it and they are little bit correct, that's good. If they're wrong, let's say I'm correct in here, what if I want them to repeat? If they are right, but I cannot hear them. Now comes difficult word. Entschuldigung. Entschuldigung is excuse me. If you have watched other German videos, you already know this word. And if you haven't, this is a long word. We'll break it into pieces. Entschuldigung. 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 So T is kind of silent, but we'll say Entschuldigung. 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 Okay. Excuse me. Noch einmal bitte. One more time, please. Noch is one more, like more. Einmal is one time. Bitte, I told you, please. Entschuldigung, noch einmal bitte. So one more time, please. So if let's say you want me to repeat, and of course, you know, I cannot hear you, but still use this phrase in, you know, like you say by yourself. I would say that. Entschuldigung, noch einmal bitte. Noch einmal bitte. Entschuldigung, noch einmal bitte. One more time, please. Excuse me, one more time. Excuse me, because you want to stop them from speaking. Entschuldigung, noch einmal bitte. This is a phrase for, you know, to asking to repeat. Then we have being formal if you want to ask someone who is going way too fast while speaking. Like I sometimes speak a little bit fast. So you can tell me, ein bisschen langsamer bitte. Ein bisschen langsamer bitte. Please go a little bit slower. Ein bisschen, little bit, or little. Langsamer is slower. Langsam is small, slow. Langsamer is slower. Ein bisschen langsamer bitte. Ein bisschen is little. Little. Ein bisschen langsamer bitte. Bitte is kind of being formal. Mentioned on the top. Being formal. Ein bisschen langsamer bitte. Right. I think we are almost at the end of the video, and this is the last one. And that is being formal. If you do not understand, even after that they are slow, you say, das verstehe ich nicht. I don't understand that. That I don't understand. You know, sometimes we say in English, and that you can even say, ich verstehe das nicht, but this is the most common one. Das verstehe ich nicht. The verb will always be in the center. You can change this one to here or to here, and there will be a chapter for that as well, to understanding this sequence thing, okay? Das verstehe ich nicht oder ich verstehe das nicht. But important is that verstehe. Verstehen is the verb which means to understand. Das verstehe ich nicht. Das verstehe ich nicht. Das verstehe ich nicht. Remember, we is pronounced as F, or the real one is V, and it is pronounced as F. So das verstehe ich nicht. So we have reached the end of our video, and I hope you are enjoying this series of learning German from basic to advanced. Okay, so I guess that's it for now, guys. We'll see you tomorrow or in the coming videos. Please keep practicing, keep looking into your notes, so that next time if I ask you, do you remember this, you can answer in the comment box. Have a great day and see you soon in the coming video.